Welcome. I am really happy to show you this plant. This is Fenestraria, Fenestraria rhopalophylla. There is only one species in this genus, which is Fenestraria rhopalophylla. However, it has two forms. It can be white, just like this one, or it can be yellow. And the yellow form is called Fenestraria rhopalophylla subspecies aurantiaca. And this is the yellow form. This is the plant that produces yellow flowers. However, it's not in bloom. I hope it will have flowers this year again, but I'm not sure. With the white one, with the plant that has produced a flower that is blooming, it all occurred very, very quickly. The flower bud formed. I noticed it about a little bit more than a week ago, and then the flower opened yesterday. The white plant, the white Fenestraria here, is close to where the window is not really tightly closed, so it may be subjected to more fluctuations of the temperature. It's quite cold at night already, so it may be that it is blooming now because it was already triggered by the low temperatures at night. And the yellow plant, the plant that, if it blooms, will produce a yellow flower, is further away from the window opening, the tiny opening that I left. So maybe, I'm hoping, it will produce a flower later on. Fenestrarias are extremely interesting plants because they are very uniquely adapted to their habitat. They grow in a desert where there is not that much growing, and in their natural environment, in their natural habitat, only the very top part of the leaf is visible. So only this part of the leaf is out of the substrate, is out of the, I'm not saying soil because there is no soil there, it's sand and gravel. So everything else is buried, and this is where the sunlight is reaching the plant. And because the leaves, these are leaves, because the leaves are buried, there is a very small surface area through which the light can reach the leaf, and through which the chlorophyll can get the light to photosynthesize. So the top of the leaf is transformed into a lens. The top layers of cells of the leaves are translucent, and they form a lens which is making it possible for the light to penetrate inside the leaf and to for the photosynthesis to occur on the inside of the leaf, which is quite an achievement when it comes to evolution. Fenestraria is very closely related and almost identical to this plant, which is Frithia pulchra. And I made a video about this plant already in the spring, and Frithia pulchra is almost identical, except on the top it doesn't have lenses, it has something that is called a window, and that window has fiber optic properties. So it also is allowing the light to penetrate inside the leaf, but the mechanisms of it, the optics of it, is a little bit different. Instead of a lens, there is a fiber optic. There are cells that have fiber optic properties, which is also quite mind-blowing. There is another deeper difference between Frithia and Fenestraria, which is Frithia is blooming in the spring and Fenestraria is blooming in the fall. It is blooming in the spring because it is growing throughout winter. So it doesn't have a winter rest, just like Fenestraria does. It has a summer rest instead. So right now, Frithia will be waking up from the dormancy and start its growth. And with Fenestraria, it's the opposite. Right now, it will stop blooming, it will go into dormancy, and then in the spring, it will wake up, it will start growing throughout the summer, and then it will have flowers. It has flowers right now. All three plants here belong to a family Mesembryanthemaceae or Isoaceae. The name of it, the nomenclature depends on the source. However, they also belong to a different group, not taxonomical group of plants, but just a group of plants that I have created. They belong to a group of weirdo plants. They are so unique, so different than anything else, that their beauty lays exactly in the fact that they are one of a kind. Okay. The Fenestraria is opening and closing depending on the time of a day. It closes for the night and it opens for the day. And during the time, which is about 10 minutes since I started filming, it has already closed its petals. It's absolutely remarkable in my opinion. It is just something that it is just a proof of how wonderful and how marvelous nature works. The plant closes its petals to reduce the surface area from which the water can evaporate, and then it will open again tomorrow. The plant will keep opening and closing its petals for about a week, and then the flower will fade. Well, these are my three plants from the Mesembryanthemaceae family that I wanted to show you today. If you are interested in Frithia, I have made a video about it in April. You are very welcome to watch it as well. I really hope that I was able to show you the beauty of these plants. I certainly like them a lot. Thank you so very much for watching my video. Have a great afternoon.